The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Jamie Iovine, the team of CeCe Chanel and the equal opportunity assassin, Ruby Raze.
Main event of part one of the huge 500th episode spectacular here in Championship Wrestling. And this is a high stakes affair, guys. The very future of the women's division and the potential of a women's title here in the United Wrestling Network hangs in the balance.
The stakes could not be higher for the main event on the 500th episode of Championship Wrestling Hollywood.
And introducing their opponents, the team of Halston Boddy and the Killer Bay, Heather Monroe.
Oh my. Halston Boddy, set for action. It's like a before and after picture. And guys, this, all kidding aside, this could be more serious because a lot rides on the shoulders of the Killer Bay and, quite frankly, Halston Boddy, their dreams and hopes at a women's title.
Yeah, I mean, it's often that we see titles defended, titles change hands, but the very existence of a championship hangs in the balance, and a lot of it hangs on the shoulders of the lethal accessory, Halston Boddy. If he can step up to the plate and be that partner that Heather Monroe needs.
I think something worth noting is he might never have officially been in a match, but he has had his hand in many of matches, so he kind of knows what he's doing in there. He just hasn't actually been involved officially in a match yet.
And perhaps if he could, just use his ability to distract, as he is an expert at doing that Halston advantage. But again, guys, this match was made on the fly as Heather Monroe demanded an apology from CeCe Chanel. You'll recall CeCe Chanel instrumental in the Killer Bay losing that Halston body bag match to Ruby Raze back on Halloween. And so it seems not only is CeCe Chanel and the equal opportunity assassin doing the bidding of Nico Marquez, but also Jamie Iovine, who in essence made this matchup.
Something interesting to note is the dynamic that both teams have. Both teams have a big person. Both teams have a smaller person. The smaller person on Halston's team's a little better. I would give Heather the advantage over CeCe, but I would give Ruby Raze a huge advantage over Halston.
Okay, I at least agree with. I was wondering where you were going with your analysis there. But we'll see how it goes. And no love lost now between these two after what has happened. And Heather Monroe tried to plead with CeCe Chanel. Don't sign that contract. Take a good look. You can't trust Nico. Look at, here's the cover, and now crucifix pin the other way. Again, if Monroe wins this, women's title happens. If Monroe and Halston don't, no women's title.
I think the strategy for Heather Monroe here has to be try and end it early, maybe before Halston even gets in the match. Cover, backslide there. Again, trying to end this thing before it really gets going, but CeCe Chanel countering back with a cover of her own.
I think a point needs to be made here too, guys. I guess money talks, because in essence, CeCe Chanel and Ruby Raze are working against the best interests of the women's division. If they win this match, there's no women's title.
And it makes me wonder, does that mean that there's no job for CeCe or Ruby Raze after this? Or maybe they're going to get some type of bonus? Because you can see Jamie over there smiling and loving everything that's going on inside the ring right now.
I think a win here, in essence, gets rid of the women's division as well, of sorts. Big shot there by the Killer Bay, showing what she's made of. Nice athleticism, little leg sweep, signature offense by Heather Monroe. She's put a lot away with it.
Oh, absolutely. Lambasting CeCe Chanel there. Heather Monroe in control right now. Again, I think her strategy has to be to take control early, end it before the fates of the division maybe rests on Halston Boddy's shoulder. Halston Boddy, is he looking for a tag?
Oh my gosh.
He inadvertently tagged himself in.
I think he was just patting her on the shoulder like, hey, are you okay? I don't think he had any intentions of tagging in.
You're in the deep water now, fella.
Well, here we go. Here we go, Blake. Here's the two big competitors of each team.
Halston just calling for a timeout. Sorry, my friend, there are no timeouts in pro wrestling, and you got Ruby Raze staring daggers in you across the ring.
She is stalking him like a predator, like a shark in deep water.
No doubt about it. And run for your life, Halston Boddy tags back out. So if anything was able to buy Heather Monroe a little bit of time to recover.
Ruby Raze didn't really like Chanel going for the tag there. I have to tend to agree with Raze. She's the fresher combatant. And now we go back to Monroe and Chanel. What a kick from Heather Monroe. A senton.
I get your point, as Heather Monroe, though, now takes control of the matchup. But to her credit, CeCe Chanel just wants to compete. She signed a contract thinking it was to compete in the women's division, a signing bonus, not to be the hired help of Nico Marquez.
Yeah, but like you said, Heather Monroe pleaded with her not to sign, to read it over. She didn't listen, and that's why we're in this situation now.
We got some cat and mouse tactics, but that's one big cat there.
That was very smart. A big thing that I always talk about when I see tag team matches is how well the two teammates can work together to start implementing their game. And I'm not sure if that was planned by CeCe and Ruby or if they just kind of made that happen on the fly, but whatever, it worked.
Into the cover goes Chanel. A lot of moving parts in this thing. You got Jamie Iovine out there as well. You know, Iovine at one time, managed Royce Isaacs, who was a television and heritage champion. He managed tag team champions, so he's another factor. Chanel in control. We got to go to a break. We'll be back after this.
Here's what's coming up for Memphis Wrestling. Join us tonight in Newport, Arkansas for Monster Nights and Free Memphis Wrestling, featuring Austin and Nikki Lane, along with the stars of Memphis Wrestling. Then, join us tomorrow, August 15th, for our next live TV taping, featuring AEW star Marco Stunt and former WWE superstar Eugene. Meet Marco and Eugene and our VIP experience at 12:30 with a bell time of 2 p.m. Get your tickets right now at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com. Saturday, August 21st is our next free watch party at Dave & Buster's. Watch WWE SummerSlam with us absolutely free. Plus, we'll give you a free game card. Memphis Wrestling really heats up in September, starting September 5th with NWA Women's World Champion KAMILLE. Then, September 9th, it's Memphis Wrestling Mayhem on the Midway at the Dyer County Fair. And just announced, our September 26th TV taping will be our Halloween television special. You will not want to miss that. Stay up to date and informed and get your tickets now at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com. Tonight, it's Monster Nights in Newport, Arkansas. Meet us at Front Street from Free Memphis Wrestling, featuring Austin and Nikki Lane, the Skimmerhorns, Dustin Starr, and more. Meet and greet is at 6:30 with a bell time of 7 p.m. tonight. See Memphis Wrestling live this Sunday at the Wrestle Center. AEW star Marco Stunt and former WWE superstar Eugene will be in action. 12:30 VIP with a 2 p.m. bell time. Get your tickets at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com.
Welcome back, everyone. There you can see just distraught and worry and sweat all over the face of Halston Boddy, because he knows that Heather Monroe is in big trouble and he might be called upon.
Yeah, Halston Boddy already sweating like Patrick Ewing in the Eastern Conference Finals. He's barely been in the matchup here, but I think he is feeling that creeping sense of dread that he is going to have to get in there and be a factor.
It's basically been 2-on-1 here. Heather Monroe doing all the heavy lifting. Speaking of lifting, snap suplex there by Chanel. Looking to put this on ice. Again, the stakes couldn't be any higher. The women's division, the potential women's title.
Well, you see some arguing going on between Ruby Raze and CeCe Chanel. That cannot be good for their team mojo.
Yes, but right now, things are going their way. There's some continuity. Tag is made to Ruby Raze. Equal opportunity assassin. Originally out of Santino Brothers Academy, and is just the only female to ever be in the red carpet rumble. And it just makes me sick that she could be the one that eliminates an opportunity at a women's title. It just doesn't seem right, as somebody who's been such a pioneer for women in the past, holding the rope. Allison Lee sees that.
I'd be honest, I would be interested in seeing Ruby Raze compete against some of the men. She is a banger, man.
maybe that's what she has eyes on. But it just, it seems like an incredibly short-sighted move for somebody that has done so much for the division. What a shot to Heather Monroe, screaming in pain.
Ruby Raze has absolutely decimated Heather Monroe in recent weeks. Back to that, body bag match, and now look at CeCe Chanel goes. I think because she's got to be frustrated as well. It's just the path that her career has taken, as she, in essence, got suckered in to signing that joke of a contract.
You see Heather trying to kind of make her way over to Halston, but I'm not sure they're going to be in a much better position with Halston in the ring as the legal person.
It's going to be very interesting to see what happens should Halston tag in. He did once before, but he quickly made his exit.
Thought better of it, but Heather Monroe, I mean, she's going to, like it or not, she's going to have to tag in Halston Boddy because she's just taking too much damage. Near fall there.
It almost looks like Halston's a little lost on the side. Usually he finds his little ways to sneak himself into the match, but he just standing there. Oh, pin attempt. But you just see Halston kind of standing there, worried, desperate, but not doing much to impact the match or influence things.
There's nothing much he can do at this point. He's looking for a tag, perhaps. Usually he's on the outside where he can, move around and orchestrate some stuff, distract, have his fans, something. Tag is made, though, and again, this is, in essence, guys, turned into a handicap match in a hurry. It's Heather Monroe against Ruby Raze and CeCe Chanel, and I don't like the Killer Bay's odds.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Oh, my God, just stiff shots, just punishing Heather Monroe, waylaying her in the corner.
She's a killer.
It's only a matter of time, guys. Nobody could overcome these odds.
Yeah, I mean, Halston Boddy, he is definitely outside of his comfort zone, but Heather Monroe, she is in the danger zone, and so is the whole women's division. If she is not able to change the tide in this match somehow, CeCe Chanel just punishing that back.
I think Jamie Iovine made a match that's finally going to get Nico Marquez what he wanted, the eradication of the women's division.
CeCe Chanel in full control. Heather Monroe once again taken down hard in the mat, clutching the back of her head after that clothesline. Halston Boddy trying to will Heather Monroe on here, though.
Well, and we'll see. If Halston makes that tag at some point, maybe we'll see if that training comes into fruition. We'll see, the results of all of it. But right now, Heather Monroe, the Killer Bay, is on an island here.
Now they're starting to gain some steam and fight back a little bit, but CeCe seems to be getting the better of these exchanges.
Oh, boy, both fierce females went upstairs with the round kick. Both drop here. Now, normally you would say, here's an opportunity. Get to the corner and make a tag, but the intangible is one's going to be tagging the equal opportunity ass kicker or assassin. The other's going to be tagging Halston Boddy.
Yeah, not an equal exchange there. And you talk about the training. Like, how much training did you go through before your first match, and how did you feel heading into it?
I'd been training in mixed martial arts for about 15, 16 years before my first fight. I've been training for several years in wrestling, and I haven't gotten into a wrestling ring yet, so I can only imagine how lost Halston probably feels right now.
Is he going to do it? Is he going to tag? He's thinking about it. He has no choice. Halston tags in officially. Oh. And Heather almost can't believe it. And Halston, well, here's some offense. And Halston knocked her down. He's going for the pin. Halston going for the pin. He almost got her. Unbelievable.
Not exactly a house of fire, but it's been effective for Halston Boddy. I'm impressed.
He's batting 1,000 right now.
Look at the agility. Now, a little roll-up, go for the pin again. It's tough to kick out from all that body weight. And Halston, for the second consecutive time, scores a near fall.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. So far, so good for Halston. No, but the odds will catch up to you against Ruby Raze.
Yeah, beginner's luck's only going to last so long for you. But, man, that was fun to watch.
Now these stomps by Ruby Raze. Oh, my gosh, look at this double teaming. And Halston now right across the knees. And Raze, no, not this way, not on Halston. Don't get rid of the women's division this way. Killer Bay makes the save. And now look at though, guys. Killer Bay is fired up again. Maybe that that little bit of respite that she got when Halston was in there paying dividends.
Or maybe just seeing the desire in Halston to do anything for Heather in this women's division.
Halston, a low blow. The official didn't see it. The official with CeCe Chanel.
Not like this.
And Iovine calling for the official to count. And Monroe again, a split-second save. The salvation of the women's division for now, but how long can they keep it up?
I thought that was all she wrote when Ruby went down low on Halston Boddy, but I think Jamie might have stepped in there a second too long and cost him. What a shot from Heather Monroe.
Huge shot by Monroe, and tag is made, and now Monroe is official and legal again in the matchup.
And she's looking fresh. She's in there. Oh, she eats a big right hand from Ruby Raze that puts her flat on her back again.
We got to remember, gentlemen, Heather Monroe was rocking and rolling in that body bag matchup until CeCe Chanel interfered. And now, oh, not where you want to be. Oh, look at this, like a battering ram. So powerful. Ruby Raze. Not looking good. And now directing traffic right now is Ruby Raze telling Chanel to go up top. Double teaming, gonna put the Killer Bay away. Here we go, here comes Chanel. She hits Raze, hits Raze. Oh, look at the shock and awe on the face. What have you done?
Chanel scored, but not on the player she wanted.
I mean, that's the problem with high-risk maneuvers. Sometimes they backfire, and that time it backfired big time.
You can't miss her.
And she took out the dominant force in this matchup. Boy, I'll tell you what, she might have to give back that signing bonus.
Heather Monroe, though, looks like she's getting attended to right now. She can't really follow up.
Oh, my God, glitter. Oh, look at this. I tell you, Halston Boddy knows how to use what brought him to the dance.
We got a pin.
Oh, bad Bishinoku.
Here are your winners, Halston Boddy and Heather Monroe.
Yes!
Well, it's not a victory without some confetti. Let the party begin. Let's take a look back at the action brought to you by United Wrestling Shop. You can get a Heather Monroe t-shirt. Here it is, the confetti to Raze and the Bad Bishinoku by the Killer Bay. The women's division is saved.
It lives on. Way to go. Halston Boddy pulling a Rip Taylor and Heather Monroe saving the women's division.
Boy, some dissension there between CeCe Chanel and Ruby Raze, and Halston Boddy getting involved doing his part. There will indeed be a United Wrestling Network women's title.